This home just sold. There are three things that we want to talk about that has to do with the way this sale happened that you'll find important to know. The first thing is that this is part of an estate. The gentleman that passed away about 6 months ago. At that point in time, his heirs reached out to me to get a reevaluation on the property. That's number one. The reason that's important is because when they purchased the property, they purchased it for $200,000. When we did the reevaluation a couple months back, it was actually at $560,000. We've sold it now for $610,000, and I'll explain more about how important that is to know in the future. That's point number one. Point number two is that this particular property was in a trust. The reason that that's important is because when the heirs came to me, it was so much easier for them to be able to provide the documentation necessary for us to go ahead and sell it. I've had other people that have had properties that are not in a trust that have to go through the probate process. The probate process can be very expensive and very time consuming and take a long time for you to actually receive the proceeds from the sale of the home. Because this was in the trust, the heirs are going to be able to receive their compensation for the sale of the home immediately. That's point number two. The third and final thing is that because of the fact that somebody passed away and the property had been reevaluated, even though it wasn't immediately up for sale, what happened then is they were able to sell the property for the full market value and be able to keep all the proceeds. The nice thing about that is that if it had not been reevaluated or if it was not notified, they could have potentially had a tax on the $200,000 to $600,000 gain. Because it had been reevaluated and because of the fact that they had a smaller profit margin, that amount of money goes down substantially, potentially, and they get to keep more of the money themselves. So if you know anybody that has had somebody pass away in the last couple of years, give me a call. I can assist with reevaluation. It costs you nothing. Even if you're in a position where you're not selling the home, do it in advance and put it with all of those important papers. The second thing is that if you don't have your property in a trust now, please, I encourage you to consider doing that. I've got several excellent attorneys I can refer you to. The cost to do it is substantially inexpensive in the course of the probate process, which can be very expensive and time consuming and long. And the third thing is just remember that if you do have heirs and you've set up your plan effectively and efficiently, then you're going to be able to leave more of that legacy and profit to them for them to use however it is that you want to have it used. I'm called Krista, OAC Real Estate Services. We got this property sold. The heirs are very happy. The person had all their ducks in a row, and it's a very smooth process. Let us help you prepare that for yourself or offer it to somebody who has recently had somebody that's passed. We're here to help. I'm called Krista, OAC Real Estate Services, here to help you see your real estate dream come true and keep as much money as you deserve to have. Have a blessed day. Bye.